Well, in response to my video asking the bullies to prove all these things they say about me, they've made a very weak effort at doing so. In fact, there's barely anything on there that proves anything, and they're hoping that people will actually fall for it. It's absolutely embarrassing. Okay, so you were triggered by this. The owners of the mosque had written Brothers Entrance there. Somebody on my post had put, where's the LGBTQ entrance? That was just to show them that was a sexist comment to write on the picture. Okay, so this is where you're supposed to come back and prove that it's racist or sexist or something. Hope that satisfies you. Yep, and there's the post. What's your point? Mosques on the community page. So you've proven it's a community page. Isn't that what I said it was? Because it's of community interest. Simple answer. Why do I support a group that believes that diversity means less white people? So you post pictures of people you don't like. Where am I in these pictures? Where's my association to those people, whoever they are? Well, first of all, I have no idea what group she's on about, but I'm sure she's referring to Voice of Wales. This is so weak, it's laughable. Are you responding to another video or something? Those comments don't say I support white supremacy at all. Are you mad? Well, I can see how this is going to go. Proof of nothing. Yeah, there's me thanking someone for their support. No racism there. There's me saying Voice of Wales isn't a racist organisation. That's an opinion. A whole host of somebody else's posts. The challenge was to prove that I support white supremacy. Nothing to do with anyone else. And I've never ever seen them come out with the fact that they believe diversity means less white people. You probably plucked out some sort of comment from somewhere else where it was mildly related to them.
It just goes back into cave times.
Halal meat is not, and how they kill animals is not part of our culture.
No.
And I'm sick of this, diversity. We've got to accept it. No, we bloody well don't.
Well, the thing is, like, more diversity means less white people.
Completely agree about the halal piece. It's cruel, it's disgusting practice, shouldn't be allowed. And yes, the less white people, Dan mentioned it, but I don't see me supporting that theory, or him actually. Let's tackle the big one. You always use this one, you seem to thrive on it. I'm homophobic and xenophobic, and you add in misogynistic sometimes. I've had to look them up because I don't really know what they mean. So, an extreme example of your extreme opinions. Is that being a xenophobe? So, a flyer about me joining UKIP is proving what? That I'm a member of UKIP? And 2015 in Paisley. It's one of those that you've faked, which is quite easy to do. If you'd like me to, I'll do one with you on it. This has to be the most embarrassing comeback I've ever seen so far. You haven't addressed anything that you accuse me of. Instead, you just push up random pictures and hope people fall for it. So, someone I've never heard of accused me of something. What's that proving about me? My drone with a sticker on it says all lives matter. That's because they do. And something about me warning Mr. Krause, which I did. What's that proof? Ah, yeah, Malcolm Corley likes putting this one around. See the grey shading on this? That's usually there when you're editing something. The fear or dislike of somebody from a different country or somebody strange or alien. Well, I've got no choice these days. We all have to work and live alongside people from other countries. Oh, this is getting tedious now. My opinion on Afghan refugees. Is that xenophobic? No. After all the practice you've had doing bullying photos and memes about me, that is a really poor effort of a faked screenshot. And my completely ordinary post about the mosque in Haverfordwest. It's great, it's good for diversity. Now, I don't know how you plucked that one out. It must be something to do with my immigration beliefs. And I think immigration's the problem, not the people. So this is your idea of an admission to being racist? But even with the context there, it's plain for everyone to see. I think only you see this as a bit strange. Voice of Wales comes to Narberth, so what? And there's the same format of the previously faked screenshot. And what the hell is this conversation? If you're going to fake something, do it so it's got some meaning. You should pop to where I work security every weekend. My bosses are a gay couple. A colleague is gay behind the bar, there's a lesbian behind the bar, and they think it's really funny that you band about the fact that I'm home. There now follows a series of screenshots regarding Joshua Baden, who is gay. The screenshots are all comments about him, absolutely nothing to do with his sexuality. However, because I've outed him for some of the filthy, disgusting videos he's posted on TikTok, a child teenager's platform, that's meant to be homophobic. Very convenient, that is, very. So let's just watch them and keep an eye out for the homophobic slur or the ridicule about being gay. You won't find it, but keep an eye out. It seems that these anonymous cowards found it though. Homophobic. Well, still nothing homophobic. This is evidence of me actually publicising somebody's sick behaviour. I used to be really good friends with Josh. Now he's gay, openly gay. I didn't have a problem with that. Oh, come on, woke of the iron coward. This just says he causes division. And that says Josh Bain and next show. Nothing homophobic there. Oh my god, what is this? My comment there isn't even about the LGBT thing. And there's another Voice of Wales post, which has nothing to do with being homophobic. And stating the fact that he's all for BLM in a county that has very few black people. But you wouldn't bother looking into that. It wouldn't serve your purpose, would you? I'm anti-immigration. I think it needs to be tightened up. No problem with anyone from another land or another country. I can't believe I stayed up to do this. It's absolutely ridiculous. And another pointless screenshot, and another pointless fake screenshot that proves absolutely nothing. Pretend that people are getting angry with me. Have you read your own comments? I suggest you do. And that's all I've got to say. Pretending I care right at the end. Well, if you look back, perhaps some of the videos I've made about you. Okay, so the subject's about me suddenly caring. Well, you're meant to address that now, to disprove it, to show that all those things I said I didn't. But instead, you move on to this, change the subject. Right, here's a new concept you bullies might not have come across yet, but you're coming across it now. When somebody relentlessly pursues you, harasses you, bullies you, lies about you, tries to discredit you, what is the best way to deal with it? Well, the best way to deal with it is to deal with it in kind. Now, after this came out, Mark stopped being a bully and he just disappeared. I think a taste of his own medicine worked really well. But he's not going to thank you guys for putting this up now, is it? Ridiculing him yourselves now. That's not really helping. And come to think of it, these are just random videos you're putting up there. The topic just now was about right at the end when Alex Major said, I'm pretending to care right at the end. Well, this to do with council stuff, not to do with bullies like Mark here, trying to impress everybody and thinks everybody else is impressed by his press-ups. That's a mouthful. But he doesn't bully me anymore, he's disappeared. There you are, and there was a fine case in point where Mark goes off in a big long post and full of lies to just try to discredit me, and knowing damn well I can't defend any of them. Well, I can now, can't I? And I think I just might post something on here to disprove everything you said about him. You obviously don't realise the story behind this. I don't think Mark is going to thank you for it either, because I replied to him about all these when he blamed me for it, and absolutely proved to him without any shadow of a doubt that it couldn't have been me. And I then explained that I wasn't going to go telling everyone all over Facebook about getting him mixed up or him getting me mixed up, just like he did, because I'm not as low as him. But since you brought it up, here he is writing to me, blaming me for loads of really serious, horrible things, which you mentioned earlier. He thinks it's a hysterical game and I'm a disgusting man and I threatened his children. That's some wild accusations from the bully there. And that's how I explained to him I haven't been on that page for 60 days and proved it too. I saw the screenshots, I felt they were disgusting and a sicko did it. But I've asked someone to send a message because I'm not part of that page any longer. And the spirit of good faith, I won't go sharing his mistaken identity all over social media like he did. And he used it as a bullying tool and wanted to get me into serious trouble about it. But I said to him, and only now am I sharing it. So I was true to my word. I don't sink down to as low as you lot do with your bullying and abusive tactics. So I explained how he's tried to take my job from me, how to damage my family, all over Bainan's BLM thing. And I said I've got no malice and I'd rather just get on with it and behave like decent people. Something he never did. Something that proves that I personally support white supremacists, and they're going off proving Voice of Wales are something that they don't like, and lots of YouTube complaints, I think that is. Now, is this proving that I support white supremacy? No, it's completely off subject, but they're pushing this in here hoping that people will fall for it. The cowards play a clip about white supremacy and encourage the homophobic stuff, and they print something in here which has completely nothing to do with it. Well, you know, how can their reasoning go down to this sort of level where they don't really understand what it is they're meant to be proving? Highlighting comments made by other people. All lives matter. That's not white supremacy. That's my opinion. That's another one of your fake screenshots. I don't know why you keep using these because they're so easy to show that they're faked. Oh, here's a good example. That's got absolutely nothing to do with the previous clip. You just chuck it in there. Jennifer Fox. Something about her father. Now, when I realised that her name was not Jennifer Fox, I remembered who she was. Somebody who stalked me for ages. And I left the conversation at that point. Everything after that point is somebody else or you faking it. The Ombudsman managed to figure that out too and took no action. And what's this got to do with it? It's a random message or something from somebody who you blocked out, who is not me, is not on anything of my posts or any of my threads. So you just put this in here for the hell of it, by the look of it. It appears this video is aimed at other people, not myself. In summary, you've proven absolutely nothing. You've avoided every single challenge to prove something by diversing off onto something else. Absolutely pathetic excuse for a video